Ashley Stopa, Part 2, Reflection of my interview with Dr. Kara Jackson. I still feel after talking to Dr. Jackson that there's still a large body of research that needs to be done to help the accessibility of rigorous mathematical curriculum. She confirmed for me that there are still issues with accessibility and skills, scope, and focus of the current research, and that practical implications of current issues are still being investigated. The mathematics classroom is still not a seamless process for skill attainment and application. Also, I found that in schools, data literacy has been seen as an alternative track to rigorous mathematics. For example, in a junior college, you can take data literacy or you can take Calc 1. I think we need to change the mindset that it needs to be explored that data literacy is not an alternative to rigorous mathematics, but an option and a necessity to ensure we have informed students and informed citizens that can make better inferences based on their mathematical knowledge. Also, I want to better investigate sequencing and timing of classes to facilitate learning. She made a point that sequencing is very important in the mathematical classrooms, and I feel the timing of introduction based on students' developmental levels needs to be reassessed, specifically with fractions, ratios, and rates. We see a big issue with students' abilities to understand fractions, and I'm questioning as the timing and sequencing of that particular skill. Also, one thing that she pointed out was the influence of teacher perceptions can make a large impact in students' ability in the mathematics classroom. I find this concerning, and I'd like to know more about it. Her research and grant abilities for that particular concept were quite impressive. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit more and see if that's true in other classrooms as well, or if it's primarily or more impactful in the mathematics classroom. Also, I found looking at the body of literature that very few researchers have a dual certification in math education and special education. So I think that more understanding of how to make things accessible and then how the math curriculum sequences and how those skills are attained and applied for various students is going to be critical in the future. And Dr. Jackson really confirmed my mission of providing access for all, that it's still a much needed focus, although the Common Core has come and gone in certain states and everyday math, and we're trying new reforms, that research really needs to be more robust in terms of how we apply these reforms in the classroom, and then how teachers and students are engaging in those particular reforms and how that is going to impact them in the future.